What is going on, guys? Let's see. I think I'm going to need my power cord here for my computer. As we get started off here. There we go. Alright, so I know at the beginning here of the streams it's always kind of awkward because I think it's just a couple people starting to come in, so I kind of feel like I don't want to start straight off right away. But for this kit, there's obviously a lot to build, so it's going to take a while to get through it. So I want to just get started right away. So let us get started right away. Alright. Got a real big boy box and a real big boy box of parts here. I gotta say, just hey Bluky. Just the process of just like going through and cleaning up all the nubs on all the parts for this, just that part alone took probably upwards of not 5, between 4 and 5 hours, let's say. More than 4 hours, I think. Just to cut out all the parts and clean up all the nubs and all the parts. It's a lot of parts for this kit. And that's pretty bright for the way, so hey Jason, hang on. X-Ace, hello. Hey, that nerd. I want to adjust my gain here a little bit. Save. Ignore. Alright, so the whites on this kit aren't so blown out. How's it going, guys? Let's get started, because yeah, there's a lot of kit here to build. The full armor. Should we build it? Yeah, I guess so. Let's just build it in order of how the manual goes along. And that means we're building the feet and the legs first. So we're going to build the right leg here first. Yeah, a lot of parts to this kit. If you never built the RG Unicorn, or any version of the Unicorn, even just the HGUC, which doesn't transform, still has a good amount of parts for an HG kit. But especially any transforming Unicorn kit has a lot of parts to it, and this kit is no exception. And because it's an RG, they're all really small parts too, for the most part. Hey, shoot. Yaminagida. Hello. How did this little tiny part get in here? That is actually part of the torso. Over there. Alright. So, let's build RG Unicorn full armor RXO. I've always wondered how you find the time to do all this between building reviews, editing, and now streaming. How do you find the time with the job and the family? Well, the key is to stay up late and sleep less. and drink smoothies. No beer tonight. I'm on a smoothie tonight. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, it's just yeah, working late at night on this like Gunpla and YouTube stuff, and then the other important part is to just not have any other hobbies. Just don't really have the time or take time to doing much of anything else. I love doing this, so it's okay. Alright. So I'm going to try to remember to stay in the center of the frame as much as I can here for you guys. There we go. This part here for the foot. That part comes around in there for the back of the foot. And this part on here. And this part slides onto there. Luckily, because I've already built the regular unicorn and the Banshee Norn, and like every other version of the unicorn, it shouldn't take too long to put this kit together. I mean, compared to if I had like never built any version of the unicorn before, you know what I mean? I have a pretty good idea of how the kit goes together, and they all kind of go together in a pretty similar way. Which is probably why a lot of people just kind of get tired of the unicorn, because honestly, building them, kind of once you've built one version, you've kind of built them all in a sense, just because of how similar a lot of them are. Look how big my backlog. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Ice Raid, do any of your students build Gunpla or are into Gunpla? Yeah, Ice Raid, I saw you asked that question right at the end of the last stream, right after I logged off. So sorry I missed that last time, but to answer your question, yeah, some of my students do build Gunpla, but they're like elementary school kids, so nothing like really seriously. But I have heard from them, because most of them know that I do YouTube and that I build Gunpla. So most of them know that I build, and then some of them, yeah, like do tell me that they also build Gunpla. But yeah, it'll be like just like on a kid's level. So I mean, they just build some things here and there, just whatever they can get their parents to buy for them, essentially, right? So, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. This goes like this, right? Hello. Does it come with the triangle part which allows you to put the shields together? No, unfortunately it doesn't. That's kind of, as far as I know, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And going through the unboxing, that wasn't pictured anywhere in the manual or on the outside of the box, which it would be, but as I remember, it's like going through it, no, there's no attachment part to make the triple shield kind of triangle part. Unfortunately. Yes. So, here we go. Get this guy. You gotta start him young, eh? Your kids better win GBWC one day. Yeah, I mean, people asked me before, like, am I going to, you know, like, get my son to build Gunpla or whatever? And I always just say, yeah, if he wants to. If he's interested later and wants to give it a try, then cool. He might, I don't know. You don't know, you never know. And, you know, he might be into it for like a day, and then the next day he might be done with it. You know how kids are. So, we'll see. Not to worry about it either way. I'm not like, it's not one of those things like I can't wait to share Gunpla with him, because honestly, if there's anything that like I can't wait to do with my son, one thing I always tell like my wife is that I can't wait to watch like Dragon Ball with my son, like the OG original series. Dragon Ball with my son, which is it's like the most kid-friendly version of Dragon Ball, I feel like, because it's like the least amount of just like fighting and talking. There's a good amount of just like kind of silliness and stuff like that. It's just good for kids. But at the same time, there's still a little bit too much fighting in there, I feel like, for a 3-year-old. So I probably still need to wait a couple more years yet before I think he's ready to watch that. But I'm looking forward to watching some young Goku, Krillin, Bulma, and the gang with my son. That'll be cool. We have watched some like Series 1 Pokemon, and he likes that. Again, first series is the best, of course. So let's see. This goes like that. In here for Denis. For Denis. 1, 2, like that. And these parts here for the side. 1. 2 around here like that. Really amazing how solid this kit is for the size of it. Ooh. I didn't think Bandai would be able to pull off a real great unicorn, but they sure did. You guys have all built one, right? One of the different versions. Your father built Gunpla, or your father built plastic model kits. That's cool. Yeah, I think my dad did build some like models when he was young, probably. And when I was young, I think my dad like. I mean, I don't know exactly what his intentions were. If it was something that I like, if I had mentioned that I wanted to try, like if we were at a store or something and I said I wanted to try model kits or something, but I know I did kind of like with my dad build a couple of model kits when I was young. Like a couple, there was like 1 or 2 airplane models, and then a couple of Jurassic Park model kits of dinosaurs, because I was really into dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Of course, it was part of that generation. And so, but it wasn't something that I got into when I was young. So it just didn't really catch me at the time. So there's that. We need this part here, and that goes into there. For ankle joint, like that. It's very tight. And this one here. Again, guys, things an acquired taste, plastic model Gunpla. Yeah, probably. And I think it's just maybe something that, you know, some kids will maybe get into as young kids, but I feel like it's just the kind of thing that's a little bit more kind of calm and meditative, probably for a lot of kids to really just kind of sit down and do. I don't know, you have some kids that love to just like sit down and read books. And I'm sure there's some kids who are really into just like building models, build Legos and everything. I don't know why, like building like Legos and Connects was something that I could do, but I feel like maybe that was something that I could like, I don't know, it wasn't like so fragile or anything. and I don't like remember breaking a model kit or something like that and having like a bad experience with a model that like turned me off to model kits. But I don't know, it was just it's not like as fun as other stuff when you're a young kid. I feel like building model kits is probably just not as fun. Oh, whoops, that would be backwards. That didn't really feel like it really snapped in there all that tightly, but okay. Go ahead and close that up and put the rest of our parts onto here. It's like that, and that goes like that. For the top, there you go. These guys down here on the side. Here we are. Alright, this guy on here. That nice firm click into place. It's very nice. Then this one here. Alright, we got one leg done. Pretty quick. Feeling good about that. Feeling good about our progress so far. There we go. That only took 15 minutes. So I don't know what time I actually started. I didn't check, but roughly 15 minutes or less. So there we go. There's one leg down. Stick that up there and pull out parts here for the other leg. The actual Gundam itself in this kit any different from the RG Unicorn other than the cycle frame? Yeah, the DJTV. The actual kit is not any different itself. There's no different like updated parts or anything for the Gundam. Like you said, other than just the different color cycle frame. So no. I feel like that's not quite right. So yeah, if you've built the regular RG Unicorn, then you built this already. And you could swap the frame. Or you could mix and match the frame if you wanted to have a pink and green or like Christmas themed cycle frame. You could do that. The problem is that if you wanted to like swap the cycle frame to make a full armor unicorn with the red or pink inner frame, I guess it's like kind of more red, isn't it? The only problem is that you need a cycle frame for 3 shields, so that means you'd have to have 3 of the regular RG Unicorn. Which would probably cost you a little bit too much. Wouldn't really be worth it. It probably would be more worth it while to just wait for Bandai to make a red cycle frame version, which will probably be P Bandai or something, but still it'll probably end up costing less than having to buy 3 of the regular RG Unicorn, right? So very important step here with the pre-molded inner frame parts. Bend them back and forth a few times, kind of loosen them up first, and do so slowly and carefully. You're actually supposed to build both the feet at the same time, but because I separate the parts based on section, I have them separated for the right and left leg already. Oops. Should though still pay attention to what I'm doing. That goes there. And see, that was right, like that. There we go. So how are you guys all doing tonight? Ooh. Ah, shoot. Oh, well, obviously after building this kit, then I need to film the review, but I had another video, just another video on something else that I wanted to upload in the meantime to go up just kind of while you guys are waiting for the review of this. So I was going to upload that real quick before doing this live stream, but I forgot. So after the live stream, I'll upload that video, record this review, and then upload the review for this guy tomorrow. Quick look and the review, of course. So, alright. Gonna finally go prime my Mark III tonight. Can't wait. Alright, yeah, Ice Ray, did you decide on mods for your Mark III? How you're gonna modify that? To pump it up. Running out of Surfacer 1200. Yeah, anytime I buy Surfacer, I'll usually buy a couple bottles at once because you always need more Surfacer. It's one of those things. Surfacer and also top coat. Whenever I need to buy some, I'll buy a few bottles at once because different colors you need for different kits. But top coat and Surfacer you need all the time. Let's see, where is the other part that I'm looking for? There it is. Here we are. This is my small break before I go play Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I have a feeling that probably a lot of people are busy tonight playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That's fine. It's a game I never got into, honestly. Just because I just never really got into many just RPGs in general. But especially the whole like Disney aspect to it was just kind of turned me off to it. And I know that like honestly that's not a big kind of part of it. It's not like super childish like playing like a Frozen game or something. As far as I know, it's nothing like quite like that, but still, it's just not really for me. I love Disney movies as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong about that. I can watch Disney movies any day, but that game just didn't really look all that appealing to me. I think I might go with white, Nazcamillion blue, and orange or character yellow for the vents. Sounds like a good combination. Colors already. I went for one major mod, just modified the chest vents. Sculpted new ones using triangle bars by Wave. Alright, there you go. White and Million blue is actually the colors that I used essentially for the GPO4 that I'm currently working on the decals for. It's the RE GPO4. I'll give you guys a little preview here of this kit. If it will focus, there we go, focus. Yeah, so I'm currently working on the decals on this guy. Off to the side, that's what I was working on last night for a little bit, after just recording some other stuff. Sneaky peek! Sneak a peek at that guy. Just a little side thing that I just kind of want to knock out real quick. The other thing that I want to knock out real quick is the Tristan. I was planning on working on that this last week, but I just didn't really get to it. So what I think I'm trying to do now is just get the GPO4 done real quick, and then just really focus on getting Tristan done like ASAP. So you'll see probably another video on that in the next week or so, I want to say. It'll still probably take a couple days to finish the decals on that, and then I got to get it mounted on the base because I'm gonna have it like flying instead of like just standing. So it's a little bit more complicated for the base. Nothing too complicated, but I just need to mount an action base arm onto the wood base that I have for it. So I just need to kind of measure it out, drill it out in the red. I haven't done any work in progress videos or anything on that just because it's nothing other than just like a simple paint job and nothing really in terms of the modifications or anything for it. So didn't really want to do a whip video for anything, and yeah, it wasn't really too much to show. But you guys will see that finished product of that soon enough. I said probably in about a week. Within a week, that should be done. And then February is going to be focused on the Tristan and the Deep Striker. I can't focus that much on just one kit entirely, but the Deep Striker is not even prepped at all for painting or anything, so I need to, like, the first thing is I need to just completely disassemble it and get it, just work on all the sanding and everything. So that'll be like what I'm working on in my downtime at work. But like when I'm here in the studio working on beats, it's gonna be Tristan until that fucker is done. I honestly do want to just throw it in the trash because I honestly just kind of don't really want to work on it, to be honest, anymore. But I will, because I just want it to be done. Really, that's the thing. It's not. I shouldn't say that I don't want to work on it. I do want to work on it, but I just want it to be done. That's the thing. I want to work on it because I want it to be done. I want to work on other things, is what I should say, but I'm tired of keeping you guys waiting for that, so I want to get that done so I can guilt-free work on other things. I don't really have the time and space for painting, but I would like to start top coating. How far do you disassemble for top coating? This is a question, that's a good question. I get asked this every so often. How much of the kit should you take apart for top coating? Honestly, that's up to you. I think taking the kit entirely apart and spraying every single piece for top coating is probably just a waste of top coat because it's probably pretty unnecessary. Basically, just take apart the kit as much as you need to be able to coat every area that needs to be coated. So usually you'd be fine with just like, if I'm and like when I'm doing my kits, I usually have it have the intention that they're not meant to be posed a lot. Once they're painted, they're meant to just be stuck in that pose. And so I'll just like have a leg here like this, and I'll just I know this is gonna just be standing like that, and it shouldn't move a lot. So I'll just take the whole leg and just top coat the whole leg. It's kind of hard to spray like a whole kit at once, but you can break it out into sections. It's the leg, the torso, the head, the arms, the waist, and just break it up into each section and spray the top coat like that is usually how I do it. You usually don't need to break it down any more than that. If you do want to be able to like move it around and pose and everything, you just want to make sure that you have the joints top coated where the joints are going to bend. If you're going to have like the knee bent, then the bending of the knee exposes an area where that doesn't have top coat on it. It's going to look a bit weird. It's not going to stick out and be like that obvious really, but if you want to just be sure, then just make sure. And it's the same thing for painting. I mean, you just need to paint anything that's going to show. It's the same thing for top coat. You just need to top coat anything that's going to show. So if you don't need to disassemble a kit entirely to get it totally painted, then you don't need to totally top coat it. I mean, sorry. There you go. So there's leg number 2 done. So we'll put those up there, and then we're on to the waist section. So just because of how much stuff was in here, I put the parts for the waist in together with the parts for the beam magnum. So we're going to build the waist and the beam magnum kind of here at the same time. Consider your color scheme for this build. You remember which one it is. Hang on just a second. Ice Raid, I'll take a look at that link here in a moment. So get all these parts out of here. It'd be nice if you could, like, it's an old build of mine. An old build of mine, of the Dom test type? When did I build a Dom test type? Did I? What? It's an old build of mine. The Dom test type? That's not mine. Unless he sent me the wrong link. This Dom test type is not mine. That says it's by Rhino Custom. But pretty cool colors anyway. What were we saying? That's yours. You copied the color scheme of mine for that Dom test type. That's yours. Okay, I got it. I think that's what you're saying. This color scheme is based off of a color scheme that I did. Is that what you're saying? It's kind of similar to the colors I used for the Ifrit. Is that what you based it off of? I got it now. Yeah, sorry, I was confused. Do you know a few places in Seoul to buy limited edition fixed figuration models in Seoul? Probably Hobby Factory would be your best bet in Hongdae. Be the best bet for where to buy fixed figuration stuff, I guess. I'm not really too sure, to be honest, but that would be probably your best bet. If Alex or Ricardo were in the chat, they would probably know better. Alex probably would know, but he's in Japan right now. On vacation, touring around, having a blast. And I know Ricardo is busy playing Kingdom Hearts 3. So, I don't know. Who's excited for the new MG 2.0 kit? Yeah, what looks like is probably going to be an MG 2.0 Alex. Oof. And a big old nub that I missed on this part. Let's just whip that off real quick. Yeah, MG2, like of all like lead mobile suit MG kits that really need a 2.0. The Alex is definitely high up on the list. It's got to be in the top 5, I would say. So the Alex, like the GPO2, GPO1, GPO2, GPO3, all need 2.0s. I would say the Master Grade God Gundam really needs a 2.0. But that's probably not as bad, but I think with how much better Bandai's technology is, think of like how great a version they could make of the God Gundam now. They could make it just like actually super articulated and be able to do just like awesome posing and stuff. It'd be really nice. Unicorn needs a 2.0, I guess. Yeah, we were talking about that in my Discord not too long ago. And I don't know, what I said at the time was that I feel like there's so much saturation of Unicorn everywhere in all of the different grades. To have a 2.0, I think, might finally be the straw to break the camel's back on Unicorn fatigue. People just getting really finally tired of tuning. I mean, I'm sure it would be a good kit, but for how good the real grade is, and there's the PG and like the different versions of the SD cross silhouette versions coming out, and there's just so many Unicorn kits out there. I don't know. I think an MG 2.0 would just be too much, but that said, I wouldn't put it past Bandai to try it. I mean, I'm very likely wrong, and I'm sure it would sell very well, no doubt about it. But there's other things I would put on the list. The XS is a 1.5, yeah. If that's what we were talking about before, sorry, when you asked about the new MG 2.0 kit. If Don Havoc, if you were talking about the XS, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the Alex, but yeah. The XS is going to be apparently a version 1.5, but that's not a surprise. We all knew from the start that it was going to be basically almost entirely the old kit, just with a handful of the new parts that were used for the Deep Striker, basically. So that wasn't surprising at all. What is surprising about that kit is the price. It's very, very expensive, seems like. Like the Master Grade XS kit by itself is 8,000 yen, and the new version is 12,000 yen. So it's 4,000 yen more just for the S Gundam parts for it, which you have to imagine is like 2 runners, 3 runners maybe. Not that much. So I really don't know where that really exorbitant price is coming from. Exorbitant price? I am an English teacher, by the way. No, you were talking about that, Alex. Okay, anyway. Either or. Yeah, I'm actually, even though it's only a version 1.5, I'm still quite looking forward to the new version of the XS, just because I like the S Gundam so much. XS Gundam so much. That said, that price is just really, whoa! I mean, honestly, like, for me, thanks to the fact that I have a sponsor, that's not something that I have to worry about as much as you guys do, but even still, like, like, when it comes to deciding what kits I'm going to build for review or not, it's basically just up to me. Like, I just let Adam at USA Gundam Store just basically let him know what I want to review every month, and but I do still think about kits to like, because I don't want them to just waste their money on kits that are just like really super expensive or anything. So like, for example, the PG the new PG 7 swords that came out in December. I just wasn't really interested, and I just didn't really feel like there was a lot of people that were really going to be super interested to see a review of that kit, so that's why I didn't bother. So I would have just like felt bad. I would have just been like asking Adam to just like sponsor that review. It's a really pricey kit for really not that much interest, felt like. So if that makes sense, I suppose it does. I probably just didn't really do a very good job elaborating my points. So because of that, I'm having kind of similar feeling about the XS kit. It's just so expensive, and I don't know how useful a review of that kit really would be, considering that it's just a version 1.5. That said, I haven't reviewed the original kit, so I mean, it would be a chance to essentially review that kit that I haven't reviewed before. The 7 Swords was a disappointment from my side. Yeah, I don't know. Neo Quartz, hey Zach, will you build the Figureize Ultraman version 7.5? Yes, I will. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna be working on getting not the version 7.5, but the B-type Ultraman kit. I just unboxed it last night, and tomorrow I'm gonna be working on just getting that ready for building. And so probably the next live stream build is going to be the Ultraman B-type. So maybe not tomorrow, but on Thursday night, I think I'll live stream that build. And just from the unboxing of the B-type last night, super nice. So I really can't wait to build that kit. I'm not an Ultraman fan at all. It's never something I've been into, but the kit and just like the box art and everything is so nice. And so yeah, I will also be getting the version 7.5 and reviewing that one as well. Later on, I actually have it in my private warehouse at the moment, but I probably won't worry about getting that shipped for a while. This is one thing that I find annoying about this kit, and I'm sorry I'm like working off screen here, is getting the skirt armor on the ball joints. They don't ever feel like they're really secure on the ball joints, or I'm not sure if they are, or like you move them the wrong way and they kind of like pop out because they're kind of like a little too tight. I don't know if that really makes sense. Kind of like too tight, so that kind of makes them pop out. It's easier when you're trying to move them around. There you go. There is the lower half done of the unicorn. And I have the parts all here for the beam magnum, so we're going to skip ahead and build the beam magnum next as well. Where is that? Here we are. Could probably figure this out without having to refer to the manual. But just to make sure I don't miss anything, it's always better to be safe than sorry, right? So we got that guy and this one here for the back half. It's probably one of the only beam rifles in all of Gundam model kits where you build like the front half and the back half separately and then put them together. Do you plan on building and reviewing the Cubelate Damned and the Hakushiki Crash? The Hakushiki Crash, no. The Cubelate Damned, yes. I recently got that. I think in my last Gunpla delivery video I showed that to you guys. I just recently got that kit, so yeah, the Cubelate Damned is in my to-do stack over there as well, so I will be reviewing that one. But the Hakushiki Crash, no. I just really hate the design of that. I don't like it at all. Hate's a strong word. I don't like the design at all. Just my personal preference. This goes like that. There we go. Buying shit I don't need. Yep, that's right. Just recorded another one yesterday. But because I just had a buying shit I don't need video so recently, I'm probably going to wait before posting. So I just recorded a new buying shit I don't need video last night, but I probably will wait like a week or so before I actually upload it, because I don't want to upload them like too close together, because then it just seems completely outrageous. You know what I mean? Could I post a link to one of my Twitter posts of a kit that I did? Prinny, yeah. Go ahead and post a link to your build if you want to show that off. That's fine. Don't all everyone clog up the chat there, posting a bunch of links to stuff. But if you do want to post, something you're working on or something, especially if you're looking for critique or feedback from other people, then you're welcome to share stuff there in the chat. That's fine. I just don't want to look up and see just a chat full of links. Alright, so the next thing is the torso and the backpack. Again, they're not actually built at the same time in the manual. You build the torso and then the backpack is later on. Like, it's kind of like the last step, I believe, of the main Gundam, but I just put the parts all in here together. Alright. Quite a few very tiny pieces in here for the torso, so we gotta be a little bit careful not to suddenly like swipe the table or something like that and knock everything off. Yeah, Prinny, thanks for asking first. That's fine. Go ahead, man. So, alright, let's swap that. Put them up there. Ooh, and this piece fell off the back screw already. There we go, that's a good sign. Torso. We got this here. And actually, the frame, like the inner frame of the arms, is actually part of building the torso. Just because of how it goes together, you have to plug in the inner frame of the arms during the construction of the torso. So, that folds back up like that. That seems wrong. Yeah, because I did put those in backwards. Okay. Good job. I'm watching the movie in maybe 2 days. Narrative movie, yep. I have not had a chance to watch the whole thing yet. Personally. There we go, that's right. That's better. Then we need this part and this part. Yeah. So that's gonna go up there, and this one up underneath that. There. And then these bits here on the side. Let's see, what's that? This little guy. And what's that? So these backpack parts here to the side, so kind of in my way. Oh, that would be this part, isn't it? What is that? this? Alright. Sometimes it'd be much easier if these manuals were in color. Much easier for speed building. It's really not entirely necessary at all for just building. But if you're trying to build fast, it'd be much easier if the manuals were in color. I'm trying to build like this. Other than what's in your Gunpla Japan guide, what's the top couple of tips you'd dive for visiting Tokyo and hunting for premium Gunpla? I mean, pretty much everything is in the guide. Anything that I could have thought of, I put in the guide, so it's kind of all there. What I would say, like, and this is also in the guide, but just to reiterate, just shop around, you know, because a lot of times you may find the kit that you want for cheaper somewhere else. And so if you have the time, shop around and find the best deal. And try to find any kits that you're looking for. Try to find them at secondhand stores if you can, because that'll be the best, ultimate best price. There was a thread on some Facebook group like a couple days, yesterday or something, and I saw it's kind of still going on today, unfortunately, but. Someone asked in like a Facebook group about where's a good place for buying Gunpla in Akihabara. Yes, a lot of people were recommending Yodobashi camera. Yodobashi is pretty good. I mean, it's certainly going to be probably cheaper than buying Gunpla wherever you live in the world, even like compared to here in Korea, where it's like almost the same price as Japan, or it's basically the same price as like shops in Japan. Yeah, Yodobashi is cheaper than buying it here, but there's definitely places where you can get stuff even cheaper than that. So I would say try to find stuff secondhand in secondhand stores. And secondhand doesn't mean that like somebody's already built the kit or something like that and you're buying a kit that's already been built. That is not the case. It just means that someone else had the kit and just decided they weren't going to actually ever build the kit, or for whatever reason decided to sell it. And so it's a good way to get stuff for cheaper. Recently just got a PG-GPO1 kit. What do you think about that kit? PG-GPO1, I think it was the last stream, I was talking about how I don't really care too much for perfect grade kits. But that said, the PG-GPO1 is actually one perfect grade kit that I kind of would like to build at some point. But I haven't ever built it before, so I couldn't really say much about it. Where is this piece? Here we are. Alright, so that's like that. And this one. On here, you kind of build part of the. You have to build it. I don't think you really have to. It doesn't really seem entirely necessary at all. But for whatever reason, they have you building the elbow joint of the arm frame before you attach the arm onto the torso in order to finish building the torso. Don't really see what the point of building the elbow frame is before doing that, but maybe building the elbow frame makes it easier to turn this, because you need to turn this part of the frame, and I'm having a little bit of trouble doing it. There you go, it's really tight. Be very careful about that. But once that is turned, then we can go ahead and place this, plug the arm into the torso there. There we go. And repeat on the other side to find the part here. 1, 2, 3 parts here for this. Goes like that. Like that. Like that. Hey Alex. You're on vacation in Nagoya. You're supposed to be out living up the nightlife. What are you doing? Hang out here in the chat. I'm not almost done. I'm more than halfway done with the mobile suit though. Yo. And Alex, you of all people should know that I'm the speediest builder. Alex, are you back in your, or where are you staying? Are you back in your Airbnb or something? Capsule? You back in your capsule, or are you staying at Keiichi's place? These very tiny pieces for the Vulcan are very tiny. The capsule near Nagoya Station. Okay. Ooh! The tiny part flew away and bounced into my shirt sleeve. That's dangerous. Alright. The sooner these parts are attached onto the kit, the better. Don't want to lose these. Teensy tiny little Vulcan parts. Alright, there we go. So that goes on there like that, and let's see. We need this. I think that's actually this side. Bit of frame. What is that? This. Oh, that's for the backpack. It's this, right? Or is it this one? Like that? Or is it this one, which I think it is? Okay. And then this one goes on here, like the little vent, chest vent cover. So that goes on that, and then fold that up, and put it on the front of here, like that. Yo, them chicken wings are dope. Is that what you had with Keiichi? Chicken wings. The wang and the wing. Keiichi didn't take you to have miso katsu? What an idiot. When you're in Nagoya, you gotta have miso katsu. Didn't I tell you that? Not that you're an idiot, I mean Keiichi's an idiot. He just loves them chicken wings. He took me to that Nagoya chicken wing thing. Alright. Cool. You got your Nagoya chicken wings. You gotta have that too. Shoot, what's the name of that? I'm suddenly drawing a blank. I can't remember the name of that place. Shoot, what is that? In Nagoya, that like Nagoya chain restaurant. What's it called? No, I suddenly can't remember. Any of you guys in the chat there who are living or have lived in Nagoya before? What's the name of that Nagoya chain restaurant? Tebasaki? No, it's not that. That's not it, Alex. It's not what I'm thinking of. It's like a kind of Western style diner sort of restaurant. What is that? Anyway, like the famous thing that they have there is like it's like this kind of ice cream dessert thing. Damn, I'm sure Keiichi would know exactly what I'm talking about right away. Kishimen? No, that's not it. Chili's. It's not Chili's. Chills. Yeah, miso katsu. Have some miso katsu tomorrow if you can find that. That's pretty bomb. Alright, so there's the torso done. With his little stick arms sticking out. It looks like a snowman. Yeah. There we go. He's cute. Oh, we forgot the little part there for the neck. Let's pop that on there. There we go. And then we can go ahead and bend the arms down. Slowly and carefully. Now we can build the backpack. Wait, I think he told me about it. Yeah, it's this, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, and the thing is too is I can't remember everything very well. Unagi place? No, it's not a unagi place. No, I tell you, it's like a kind of Western diner kind of thing, but they have this like particular like bread and ice cream dessert, I think it was. And I don't really remember very well, but it was delish. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Nagoya chain diner. Let's see. I think there's actually like more of these outside of Nagoya, but it started in Nagoya. I'm pretty sure. Like the logo is really super recognizable. It's like a guy with like a cup of coffee or something like that. Looking and not seeing anything. Okay. It's really gonna bother me if I can't think of it, so gotta put the unicorn on hold while I'm looking for this here. Yo, it seems I'm a little bit late in here. Faradaisy, Tsuya? No. No, it's not that. Dang, it's not like American. It's not super American style either. Shoot, this is really bothering me now. Come on. Google, load it up. Handsome Burger, no. Moss Burger, no. Wolfgang, Mygar, no. Freshness Burger, no. Denny's, no. It's not that. Papagino, Bourbon Street, no. Kitchen, no. That's not it. 10 best cafes in Nagoya. Let's see. Komeda! Thank you! Ah, shit! Komeda coffee. That's what it is. Damn it. Here. God dang. Alright. Here you go. Komeda coffee. Damn it. Let me show you what the logo looks like, because it would be really unrecognizable to find it. And there's like a... Yeah, they're outside of Nagoya too, but I think it like started in Nagoya. So if you can see that there. Maybe I'll show it on this camera. Let's see. Fair's asked, Zach, have you built the MG Shenanju Stein narrative version yet? No, I just got it in the mail today. So that I'll be building soon. Here you go. Komeda coffee. This place is awesome. And it's famous for this bread. This dessert. Bread and soft ice cream. Focus. Focus. Focus you. Focus. I know you want to focus. I'm like an inch away from the camera. Just focus. Just look on the screen. That's not shit. That's no good either. But anyway, there you go. Alex, go here and try this. There you go. Now suddenly it's focused. Alright. Go here and try this. Komeda coffee. And yes, I need to charge my phone. I didn't bring my charger in here. I just searched Nagoya Coffee Diner. I found it in 10 seconds. Okay, good job. Sorry. Now that we're off of that sidetrack, let's get back to the build here. Alright. So this goes on here like this, I guess. Actually, like that? Or is something backwards? No, it's not. Why does that look weird? Why does that look very strange? It's like that, but why is it like that? Why is it like this? Why are we here? Just to suffer? Okay, there we go. That's it. It feels really weird. Hey, Carl Drago. Alex, you got it? Yeah, it's not like cake, it's like bread. Yeah. It's kind of like the dessert that they have in all the, like, the coffee shops here in Korea. Like the bread, like the square bread, like honey bread or whatever. It's kind of similar like that, but more delicious. Because it's like legit and not just some like microwaved shit. Thing. You need to put this. Well, what? I guess that's right. It's kind of strange. Okay. And this goes in here. Put that in there. It's not red velvet cake by any means. That's 100% not what it is at all. But yeah, it's really good. Check that out, Alex. And yeah, you might have to ask Keiichi. But that chain started in Nagoya, I'm pretty sure. That was the deal with that. Get in there, you. Get in there we go. Alright, thank you. So pop these guys out to the side. And this part down onto there. When you're looking at like just the runners of this kit, and the blue is in that two-tone blue, and like the lighter blue seems like way too light. Like if you're just looking at it as like, so you know, like the feet and the backpack are supposed to be in like a dark blue color, like a navy blue. The lighter of the two tones, it just looks too light. But when you put the kit together, the lighter tone blue is not as noticeable on the build. Like the main parts that you see, for the most part, are the darker tone. So I feel like that's good. There, and then fold that down, and then see our beam saber handles. So we'll go ahead and put these in here if I can put that in the right way. There we go. Hey Zach, ever thought of visiting Dubai? Not particularly. I wouldn't be against visiting Dubai. If I had the opportunity, I would love to go to Dubai. But I've never like thought much about it, if that makes sense. I've never thought like, you know what, I'd really like to go to Dubai. I don't know. But I know they have some pretty cool Gunpla competitions there or something sometime. If I was like invited to be a judge. So like a Gunpla competition or something in Dubai. That'd be pretty dope. There's the backpack and the torso done. Alright, now the arms are actually supposed to be built before the head, but let's just build the head first because we're mavericks. Yeah, it's a matter of cost and vacation time for sure. Vacation time especially. With my current boss, or principal of my school where I'm a teacher at, he doesn't like teachers taking vacation time during the semester at all. So he's very strict about that, unfortunately. So kind of hoping that we don't have this principal at my school for very long. They change every few years, and I'm hoping this one will change sooner than later, but we just got him a few months ago, so that's too bad. You won second place at the recent competition in Dubai. Awesome. Congratulations. I don't know, was that the people, was that in Dubai? I saw recently that Naoki was there. It was Naoki and Mig Jimenez were there. I think it was Dubai. Was it Dubai? Possibly. There for like a big competition. There, they yeah, it was Naoki. Yeah. Awesome. That's cool. That would have been awesome to be able to go there. Meet Naoki and meet Mig. One, and it goes down there. So that's pretty awesome to win second place in the contest where we got some pretty awesome judges there. Speaking of contests with awesome judges, have you guys seen about the original mecha contest? I'm planning on making a video about that. I need to do that. I should probably do it today. Thursday, Zach, you're not going to build this kit on stream, right? I mean build it in one night. Yeah, I'm planning to. Should still take a little bit left. I mean, it still take probably a little while. I probably won't build all the weapons on stream just because there's probably not really a particular need to do that. But yeah, we're almost done with the Gundam, basically. Bring the B fin down. Pop in the head camera there on the top. Whoa, 2 contests that the other contest that I just mentioned is not something that I'm involved with. I just wanted to make a video to help them promote the contest, just because it's a cool contest. I do want to stick this sticker here for the eyes, I think. Yeah, Alex translated the rules for the Korean rules for that. Are the full armor weapons recycled from the HG? Neo Quartz asked the question. The answer is no. I went over that in the unboxing video because I was curious about that myself. But as we learned in the unboxing process, no, everything's brand new. Let's get ore. Everything is not from the HG. Here. I always find that these foil stickers in the RGs don't really stick that well. And I mean the like metallic stickers, I mean foil, not like they're different from typical foil stickers, what you typically think of as foil stickers on a kit. The kind of metallic, shiny stickers on the kit. So I don't remember when I built the other versions of this kit if I did use the sticker for the eyes or not. I kind of remember thinking like I gave up because it wasn't sticking. Yeah, and this part of the face is tiny. Right, there we go. There we go. These tiny parts take too long to put together. But got that. Alright, so just open up the sides of the head, put in the faceplate, and close the sides back up, put the pieces on the side of the head, and bing bang bong, you're fired, Ed. And he's got his unicorn. There you go. Let's build the arms. I love the sound of the parts raining. Ooh, you live in Austria. Europe is just the worst for getting Gunpla. Really feel for you guys in Europe, especially like Central and Eastern Europe. Oh, right. We got this little guy here for the wrist. Building him first. It's going to drop down into there. Alex flexing hard. I just saw one. What are you talking about? Blood-sucking lawyer asked, "What am I drinking?" I'm drinking a smoothie. It's in this cup from a coffee shop, but I made it. I just am reusing this cup from the coffee that I had earlier in the day. It's this mango and banana smoothie that I made here just before that. Alex saw what? Missed that part in the chat. But anyway, Alex is just the flex master. Alright, we got that guy, and then this guy here, the beam saber goes into there, the hole sticking up, that would be backwards again. If I could quit putting beam sabers in backwards, that would be great. That goes into there, and then we close up bits on the side of that. Amazing how just like how much of this kit is just exactly the same as like the perfect grade, the master grade. A lot of the build is just so similar. Slight differences and definitely improvements over time or the different versions, but still essentially a lot of the construction is so similar. So let's see this side we need. This part goes on the inside. Arm out, please. My fingers are too big to be able to fit into that tiny little space. There we go. Alright. And the other side of that is here. Onto there. And now we're looking at it from behind, okay. And that goes up onto there. We need to leave a little bit of a gap. A little bit of a gap. A little bit more of a gap, I think, like that. And this part goes into the side of there, like that. And then push that up. And then put this piece on the other side of that. It's a little bit tricky. Careful what you're doing. Put on there, and then this little piece is where? Here. Goes on the end. Careful. Like that. There we go. And the arm is done. That's not right. This would be end cover for the closed fist. We're gonna stick with the closed fist for the moment. Put that on there. And other hand covers go on here, there, and here. Not that. Where's the fingers? Here we go. A few different hands there. Then building the shoulders. Since I don't see myself paying 25 for Zaku. Okay, it's really cheap then. Germany, okay. You guys are comparing prices there, okay? right shoulder. Ugh. This looks horrid. That's not good. Alright, so first is this piece, which is like that, and this piece goes onto there. Shoulder armor is a little bit complicated. The way this goes together. Two, three, putting this part on here. Like that, and 4 is this part onto here. That pointing down. That on there like that, and then 5, this part onto here. 6, closing that up. Very complicated build of the shoulder armor here. Fold that down, and then down again. Wait, what? There we go. And then fold this down. This part goes on top of that. Alright. There we go. That, and then these bits go on the sides. Naturally. Here we are. Alright, we can call this arm done. And we're almost done with the whole shebang of the Gundam before we then start on the insanity that is all the full armor parts. Zach, I just realized that you don't upload video on Figure Mechanic Haro. Are you not interested in that one, or just skip it, or just not upload the video yet? Yes, the answer on the Figure Haro is not yet. I've got the kit just here next to me. I recorded the unboxing a couple nights ago, and I'll work on building that kit probably sometime in the next week, sometime this week probably. So you should see the Figure Haro within the week. All right. While we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and build the other shoulder armor first before we actually work on the arm. I'm going to have to turn the page in, turn the page back again. But I don't want to do that. So let's build the shoulder armor first. That part is like this, and this guy on button tarnation like that, and this part on here like that. Okay, and this part goes over here. Any new Trash to Treasure videos coming out soon? Scuffles. Yeah, Scuffles. I talked about this a little bit earlier. I meant to work on the Tristan last week, but I just didn't get to it because I've just been working on other things. But we'll be working on the Tristan probably sometime this weekend or early next week. And so probably next week you guys will see a new Tristan video. I was actually going to work on that like last night, but I decided to work on something else instead. Sorry. So that goes. And honestly, like building the shoulder armor for this kit, it's not quite as bad, but it's kind of reminiscent, giving me a little bit of flashbacks to building the elbow joint of the Master Grade RX-78 Gundam 3.0. If you've ever built the Master Grade 3.0 Gundam, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Building the elbow joint of that kit, it's a little bit complicated. And I'm feeling it with this kit as well. Oh, dang it. Shoot. That should be... Did I put this together wrong? I did. That part should be under there. Shoot. Frick. Oh my god, another Tristan video. So tired of them. Make something else instead. Shut up, Alex. I have to finish the Tristan, and I have to do it soon. And there's just nothing else I can do about that. Come on, dude. Really don't care for this part of building this kit. I have to admit, it's not an enjoyable step of building this kit. Building the shoulders. But nevertheless, almost done here. This part goes down there on there, and then put this part on top of that. There you go, pop that on. That looks pretty good. Put little side bits on here. Hopefully I haven't forgotten any parts inside of there, because I don't want to have to take this part again, but there you go. Looks to be done. So now let's do the actual arm. This bit goes on, this will be for inside, and this one for the outside. And this one here at the top. Go ahead and pop that shoulder armor onto there. And our hands. This one which we're actually going to use. That one. Sorry. Phew. Alright, that like that, and then this one here like this. I'm gonna try to speed build this without even looking at the manual. So just build the one arm, I'm sure I can figure out this one just fine. That goes like that, and then this one goes onto here. These bits on the side of that. Like this. This part slides up onto the arm, just need to leave a little bit of a gap there. Put this one in here from the side. There we go. Push that up. Push that. Push that up. There we go. Close this bit on this side. Plug in our hand. Plug in this bit. Up, up. Pew. Alright. There we go. So the corn is done. And that took an hour and a half. Alright. Why do we need to do all of that? We aren't... Anyway, so let's get on into all the weapons. So let's put unicorn here. We got the beam magnum there. Here we've got the parts for the missile pods, the grenade, racks, and this kind of stuff over here. And the hyper beam javelin. Just kind of separate this stuff here a little bit. Hyper beam javelin is first in the manual, so that's what we're going to build here. Just a minute. A lot of parts here. What can I build straight off the bat with what I've got here? Not that. Too many dang parts. Come out, you. The endless parts. This is just parts for the grenades and the bazookas and missile pods, mind you. Ooh. Click. Oh, what's that part? And where is that part? It's not that. Ooh. It's this, isn't it? Looks like it. Alright. Oh. And then pop that into there. So what? Okay. Anyway, that goes on there, and this one goes on here. And then we need this part, which goes into here. Like that, and this one goes onto here. Where? Why? Like that. Okay. Got it. And then that part is over where? It's not that. Oh, maybe it is that. It's not that. It's this. Here it is. That goes onto here. Like this. This part goes onto here. Like that, and then this one onto here. That. Then we take this part. This guy goes on the bottom over there. Like that. This slides into there. This part. Where's that piece? Here, there it is. And this one here. This one on. Oh shoot! This one into here and there. That's wrong. That actually should have been on the bottom. Put that in there, there, and this one on here, like this, and like that. There you go. There's the closed form of Hybridian Javelin. Alright, sorry, what's my proudest build? The build that I'm most proud of? The build that I'm most proud of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, sorry. I couldn't really say the build that I'm most proud of. But I don't know. All the grenades. I hope I'm using the right parts for this because they all the grenade parts look the same. So I guess they're all the same. And there certainly is plenty of them. Triple hand grenades. 4, 5. Really not paying very close attention to the manual on the grenades here, so I hope I'm doing them right. I guess we'll find out. Seems pretty straightforward. They're all basically the same, just the connections are a little bit different for the legs and the bazooka. We got a whole bunch of these little connector guys for them. And the connectors are also the same, so I don't think it really matters too much. Shoot. But they should be... is that right? I feel like that's not right. Because it doesn't look right. I think that's right. But that also doesn't look quite right. Let's see. For the legs, though, it's let's see. It's this. Legs, though, they're on there like that, and then this one is on here, and then this one on here. So that's right for the legs. And the other one of those is here. Yeah, I almost forgot that there's also the grenade launchers in here as well. Shame the ankles are weakest on the GNX. But you know, that is a damn shame. So there's those, and the ones for the bazooka are eventually going to plug on with this part in the center. So that's from, should be here. And this one here. Is that right? So this one's not ready to switch this. Switch that. Alright. So there's all those. Let's pause. This should be easy enough. Just plug down onto here. And up into there. There we go. I think we do have to slightly pay attention to where those go, but do we really? Because they seem like they would be the same. Uh-oh. That one's backwards. Don't think it really matters that much, but just for the sake of not to have that in backwards, let's pop that out and try it again, shall we? There we go. Just to make sure that it's right. Then we have the bazooks. With this little tab sticking up, and we need that little bit sticking down. That. And that's on there. And again, that bit sticking out, and this bit sticking down. And the end cap on there. And this part goes on the side here. You got this little tab sticking up. It needs to go on the other side. There, that's sticking up like that. Okay. Close this up. And stick this on in through there. That goes out, and this goes like that, and up into here, close that up. Seems like every version of this kit is doomed to have the ammo for the bazooka be like real low, or not low, loose, I mean. Oops. The hyper bazooka right has this thing going like that. Oh, and I skipped the step where we actually build the grenade launchers. So let's go back to that. Easy enough though. That guy on there. This guy on here. Close that up. Stick that through there. Carefully. Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. This one here. Open that up. Pop in the ammo. Close that back up. And on the left side, this will be going up like that. So there's those guys. And we just have the grenade launchers here. Which Korean movie are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about Old Boy? Mother? You guys talking about the Korean movie Mother? That was pretty crazy. I watched it years ago now. If you guys want to watch some fantastic Korean movies, you need to check out Kim Ki-duk. Kim Ki-duk movies are the best. Maybe not for everyone though, as a lot of times the main actors will like barely speak in these movies. So not heavy on dialogue, but really cool the way that they're made. Storytelling is so good despite having such little actual dialogue in it. You know what I don't think I've ever seen is someone having like a unicorn kit posed up, like actually using their grenade launchers. I honestly say I don't think I've ever seen that. Yep, and there goes the ammo falling out of the bazooka. Big surprise. Gotta love that. Cool, man. Alright. Oh. Would also help if I was putting that in the right way. Anyway. So that goes, we'll just extend that out. I guess be careful when you're extending out the bazooka, because you'll just pull off the end of that every time. So there we go, our super bazookas. And the kid with the practice golf thingy. Yeah. Yes, Alex, you're talking about 3 Iron, I believe. That was a pretty cool movie. And yes, that's Kim Ki-duk. Scuffles, I remember seeing you picking up a MG Age 1 Normal. Did you ever get around to putting that together? No, I haven't built the Age 1 Normal yet. Scuffles, I have not. So the next thing we're building, I'm kind of running out of space on screen. Should I move this stuff over here? Next thing here is the beam Gatling guns. So, yay for having to build 6 of those. It's a lot of fun. I do like the new design of the beam Gatling guns with this kit, though. They're a little bit different. Just it's like the general design of them. So I do like that. Okay, then fair warning about the arms. When you connect the lower arm to the shoulder, push it hard so you hear a slight click or it'll fall out constantly. Okay, good to know. For the age 1 normal. Is that the same for the Sparrow then? I would guess. The Spallow, however you want to pronounce it. The effect parts will stick up there for the time being. Same for the Sparrow, yes. Okay, good to know. I also have the Sparrow, Sparrow. I have the Sparrow that I need to build eventually as well. But once it's in, it's in. Okay, good to know. In this section of my container here, we're building, this is all the parts for the shields and the beam Gatling guns. So that's why I'm just kind of separating, putting the parts for the shields aside for the moment, as we're building the beam Gatling guns first. The Sparrow looks like it's wearing blue pajamas. It's an interesting design. I like it though, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before at some point, but what I plan on doing with my Sparrow is painting it in Evangelion colors. Not entirely original because I've seen it done before, but I'd like to try my hand at it, making my own version of that. Alright, man. This is why a lot of people will say, maybe not a lot of people, I don't know, I haven't really actually heard many people say this, but there is a saying that when you're building a kit that's like a pretty tedious build, or especially one that has a lot of weapons or something like that, it's often a good idea to build the weapons first, so that you're usually like at the end of building a really tedious kit and you're just kind of tired and then you have to build a bunch of weapons as well. So it's kind of a good idea to build the weapons first, which I was thinking about doing that for this build. But yeah. Alright. So there's all of our 6 barrels. Now we need to put on the camera part. There's no stickers for the lenses in all these cameras, strangely. Put on the camera, and then this peg facing the camera. Alright. Put on the camera, and then this part facing the camera, and repeat 6 times. Thank you very much. Why? Repeat. That weapon fatigue. Yep. New stack. You got it. Noob stacks. Sorry. Noob stacks. Yeah. People talk about unicorn fatigue. I mean, if you got unicorn fatigue, you can compound that with this kit. You're building this. You not only have unicorn fatigue, but you get that weapon fatigue as well. And it is setting in. This is just for snapping it. I can't imagine actually like painting the damn thing. Talking about a lifetime. And then we were supposed to put the handle on there as well. Could have done that at the same time, but I wasn't really paying attention, so okay. And this one is gonna go in there. That should be like that, or should be like that. Okay. And we have this handle bit. This handle doodad, which will go into where? Huh? Where the hell does this go? That's not right. Wait a minute. What am I looking at? That's not right either. Here we go. That's better. No. That. What? Oh. Dang. No wonder that was so weird. Alright. Darn. So there's one. One done. And that's like that. Handle in here. And this one here, no, that doesn't go there. Actually, it's not that one either. It would actually technically be this one here. Okay, and then one more for the right side. Handle. Turn that. And handle in here. And close that up. Alright. So there's our three for the right side. Now for the left side. Handle on. Look at the like that, and handle in, close that up, make those together. There's one set. Whew! Can see the light, the end of the tunnel. Got this guy here. And this one on there. Connect. Two sets done. This last bit here. Man. Alright. There you go. Beam Gatling guns are done, son. Now let's build the shields. Yay! So that's not a lot of parts, too. Let's put that guy up there. Shields. Just want to let you guys know that earlier this evening while I was driving home, some Bone Thugs came on shuffle in the car. This entire time I've had this one little bit of a Bone Thugs and Harmony song stuck in my head. You just keep shoving more parts into the screen. Yep, we're gonna fill up the screen here pretty soon. It's full, basically, already. This one. Whew. Getting that super fatigue. Okay, I can't even play older Zach stream and Twitch. That sounds weird. We're sorry you're having trouble. This. So apparently, we put that part together earlier, and I missed that somewhere along the way. But that is for the top part. This one actually goes on first. Then this one, and then put that up there for the moment. This one, and all right. We'll talk about this. Okay. Whew. Gotta get it done. Just a little more. Too many weapons. And what I loved in the Unicorn anime is how, like, when Banajra comes out with the full armor unicorn, and he uses like half of the equipment within like 10 seconds. Like, there's so much weapons and equipment on the thing, and like right off the bat, he gets rid of one of the fuel pods, and he's like using all the guns and everything like all just straight away. Classic. What a prankster. Oh. Apparently I put the parts that I need for this in here in the wrong section. I need to fish them out. Do you listen to Nujabee's songs? The background music sounds similar to, yeah. I do sometimes, not intentionally though. Usually it's just like if I'm just letting like YouTube autoplay, it'll often come up from something else that I'm listening to. But it's not something that I'll like go out of my way to intentionally listen to, if you know what I mean? Not for any particular reason. I don't particularly like or don't like him or whatever. What do you think about the whole time traveling explanation they gave about Unicorn? I don't know. Honestly, for like the last bit of the Unicorn there, when it's just like getting all psychedelic, at that point I'm just I'm a little bit turned off, because I know they're just doing some funky anime stuff, and I'm just there thinking like, alright, back to the fighting robots, please. So, I don't know. Don't really pay too much attention to that particular aspect. One shield done. This would be two shields. Zach, how about the HG Silver Bullet? Are you interested? The new narrative version of the HG Silver Bullet? Absolutely. I love the HG Silver Bullet in its many variations. So I'm definitely looking forward to the new narrative version. It actually looks like it has a good amount of new parts onto it, whereas like the narrative version of the DJ is basically just like a color swap. It's got like one new part for the shoulder and that's it. But the narrative version of the Silver Bullet actually looks like it's got a fair amount of good stuff, fair amount of new parts in there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Should be pretty cool. So there are the shields. Now the last thing is just the other like equipment stuff, which I have here. Some of this stuff is like you have to like, it's part of the process of like putting the whole thing actually together, which I'm gonna do like during the review. So I'm not gonna put all the weapons on it right now, but there's still a few more things that I can build here. I'll just put together the parts for the fuel tanks and a couple of the connection bits I can put together. This I can put off to the side. That's done. Alright. Can the shields be connected to the back of the arm? Yeah, you can just put the shields on the arm just like without the Gatling guns directly. You've got the parts to do that. Basically, it's the Burger King of the Unicorn Gundam. Have it your way. However you want to load up the Unicorn with whatever you want. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. But no foot lettuce, strangely enough. There's that part, and this part goes opposite over on this side. Whoa, that's not right. Sorry about that. Just gave that part a real nice stress mark on there because I put it on there wrong. Alex, no. What is that no an answer to? The black buns that turn your tongue and poop funny colors? What are you guys talking about? Huh? BK15. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Alright. So then this part goes here. I can go ahead and put that onto there. Because that goes like that. That's basically all I can do with these parts for the moment. So I'll set those up to the side. There's the fuel tanks. There we are. Pop those together and that bit there. And this guy like that, and then this guy on here, that one on there. Is that right? That's the question. It looks kind of weird, but it also looks right, I guess. So, okay. We got this things on here. This thruster valve goes on here. Okay, there we go. That's all good. And we got a little stand for that, which goes like this. A little stand like that goes on there. What's that do? I don't know what that little thing on there is. But the little stands for this are actually kind of nice, just because they're actually like detailed instead of just a little like nothing kind of piece they have like for the master grade and the high grade versions. So these actually are kind of a little bit nicer than that. Go figure that parts for a real grade are a little bit nicer than the older versions of the master grade and the high grade. Duh. Oh, okay, I did put that on right. This one here, and this one here, this one here. Just about done, so if you guys do have any other last questions about this, I know I haven't been too talkative here for a little while, but just trying to get this thing done. It's a lot to build. Yeah, as soon as it's done, I need to wrap up, and then I want to try to record the review as well here before I pass out. So if you guys have any other last questions about the build before we wrap this up, go ahead and ask away, because I'm now done with as much of this as I can build at the moment. Will this be your regular time slot for streaming kit snapping scuffles? Yes. Generally. Now, what's the difference with this? What? What am I looking at? What? 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 What am I looking at here? There's two parts here in the instructions. If you choose not to attach the thrusters. Okay. What? Why would you do that? What even the difference? Okay. That's freaking weird. I don't know. This thing is weird. It's weird as hell. What even is that? What's that? What even is this? This, like... Alright, for real, there's like too much that you can do with this. Here's what I'm looking at. Okay, sorry, let me answer your questions here first. So this kit need another stand to do triple shield funnel effect like in the anime. Yeah, you would need another stand. You'd have to make your own piece for that because it doesn't have a part to make the triple shield thing. Shark Smile said, are super tight shoulder joints still a thing with this RG? Yeah. Seems like it. The shoulders are pretty tight, so just be careful about that. Here's what's like tripping me out. See this part in the manual where it's showing how to mount the beam Gatling gun and the shield onto the backpack? So there's that. Turn the page a couple pages later. Here it's showing again how to mount the beam Gatling gun and the shield on the backpack, but with a little bit different piece on there. So see, it's FA12 and FA18. Go back to the first one, and it's just FA18. So basically it says here, this is for if you choose not to attach the thrusters. So if you don't have if you want to have it without the huge fuel tanks on there, you can also use this little piece here, FA12, which looks like it's just a little extender so that the beam Gatling gun is just mounted down a little bit farther down on the backpack rather than being up high, just a little bit farther down basically. What? What's the bullshit? I don't know. That's stupid. Alright, so that is it for the building, guys. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. It's been a long one. Over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours for building this kit. And like I said at the very beginning of the stream, just getting all the parts cut off the runners and getting all the nubs and everything cleaned up also took like probably over 4 hours for that as well. So if you're not talking to people while you're building the kit, probably, I mean, like, it's gonna take you at least 6 hours just to get the kit all built, start to finish, just like this. Well, obviously without doing any painting or anything, even without doing any stickers or anything. So if you want to have it like presentable and not have nub marks, I'm gonna say probably you're gonna be spending at least 6 hours just that. So that's it for the stream, guys. I'm going to now record the review, and I'll upload the review for you guys tomorrow. But I do have a different video that I'm going to upload right now as soon as we stop the stream. I got a video that's already I'm going to put up there, but it's something different, very unique. So after this, head over to my YouTube channel, and in about 15 minutes or so, that video should be up. It's a little short one, so it won't take very long to upload. So see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out. And like I said before, also in case you missed it, the next live stream will be building the Figurized Standard Ultraman B-Type. Probably in 2 days, on Thursday or Friday. We'll see. Bye.